Hey guys, and welcome back to the finale of Mega Man 5. Are you psyched to take down Wily for a 5th time, Helldragon?
By the way, I just wanted to actually mention,
Answer my question, you asshole!
No. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to my question.
Okay.
I love how the title for this video is "Just kidding, it's Wily." You're just defeated at this point. Like, I can't fucking take it anymore.
You know, usually I attempt to make some really stupid, unfunny jokes, but I struggled to even name these parts when I was putting them on the non-commentary channel. I was that worn down and defeated by the dull blandness of Mega Man 5.
Now, in the first part, I did mention that with the whole thing about Proto Man being evil in this game, at the time the cartoons had came out, that was the plot point they went with. Like, you know, again, Proto Man was working alongside Dr. Wily. And here we found out that really the fake Proto Man was Dark Man, which is really weird then to see Proto Man and Dark Man in the same cartoon working alongside each other to help Dr. Wily. It just throws me the fuck off.
Again, I don't really have any notes for this. It's a set of Wily stages, there's a boss at the end of each one. So what I'm going to do is something that I've kind of wanted to do, like, in almost every playthrough, but I was rushed for time at the end because I didn't really start, like, noting down stuff until, like, Mega Man 3 onwards. And that I want to, like, briefly touch on each game and, like, my personal opinions, instead of just going, oh, this one was better than the last one, see you next time for another playthrough. Mega Man 1. The base template on which all the others would improve upon, like adding their own touches. There's a few dickish moments like Gutsman's stage, but otherwise pretty solid with a decent like cast of Robot Masters. You can interject after each time I finish talking if you like.
Can I interject now? Because I just wanted to say, like, MM1 was kind of way too fucking bullshit hard for me, but then again, you know me, so...
Okay. Mega Man 2. A really good sequel, memorable set of Robot Masters, and some standout bits of music, but the Wily Castle sections, and especially the bit where you have to use the crash bombs, really let it down.
That's true, but I still can see why lots of people consider it a very iconic game, so I get its popularity.
Mega Man 3. Much harder than Mega Man 2, since, you know, there's no normal/easy mode here, but personally I don't have that as like a positive, or take it as a positive, but I don't take it as a negative either. The slide move feels really good and makes Robot Master fights and fights in general much less clunky. Story is once again centered around Wily being a dick, Dr. Robot sections are awful and drag down the pacing of the game.
Also, for some reason, it's very conducive to internet role-playing. Never really got that, but there you go.
Again, I feel we were a little bit harsh on it in our, like, Mega Man 3 playthrough. I don't think Mega Man 3 is a bad game, it's one of my least favourite, you know, NES Mega Man titles. And to that end, I don't think Mega Man 5 is a bad game. I tend to get angrier when stuff is, like, underwhelming, or just kind of, like, mediocre or disappointing than, like, outright bad, which is why I rail on Sonic Boom Rise of Loc a lot more than 06 nowadays.
Yeah, I would just think, like, with the bad stuff, you're just like, I give up, I accept it. It's happened. We're dead. We're dead right now.
Disappointment is a bigger trigger for me more than just a bad game. It sticks with you, honestly. Anyway, Mega Man 4. A fresh take on the story, because you have a new doctor coming in, Dr. Cossack. Robot Master fights are fun, for the most part. Level design is a bit more simple, but otherwise serviceable, and despite the anticlimactic ending, which features Wily like going inside a bookcase, secret exit or whatever, it's generally paced pretty well. Mega Buster was introduced, which is a great move, and makes almost all of the other Robot Master powers worthless. Spikes really start to rear their ugly heads here, though. But regardless of that, my favourite of the NES games next to Mega Man 2.
Again, I'm mostly going on my perceptions as opposed to actually playing it, but honestly I thought Mega Man 4 seemed very forgettable, especially in terms of the Robot Masters. Just none of them really popped for me.
Mega Man 5. It has all the problems of 3 and 4 with none of the benefits. It's got dull level design, Robot Masters are a bit on the weak side, like design-wise, and the upgraded Mega Buster outclasses pretty much every other power you get. The extra Proto Man stages, unlike the Cossack ones in Mega Man 4, really drag and make an already dull game even duller. By the time I reached Wily, I had just stopped caring and wanted the game to be over.
This game's jank!
And again, not a bad game by any means. You know, it's Mega Man, it plays like a Mega Man game, plays well, but it's really an example of Capcom going through the motions.
Yeah, they're very infamous for that kind of thing. honestly, I'm kind of afraid if Mega Man does kind of come back into the spotlight with what they're doing recently, if they're just going to do the same shit over and over again. Because I really do not think, I have no reason to believe, that Capcom has learned their lesson about Mega Man. So I hope for the best, but I'm going to expect the worst.
And I didn't even take into account, like, you have to fight all the Robot Masters again, so you get the Proto Castle stages, which are boring, and again, I prefer the Cossack ones. Then you get the Wily stages. Then you get the Robot Master refights. Then you have Wily, who has multiple forms. It's like, fucking end already, Jesus.
Yeah, it's just dragging on and on by this juncture. Like, I understand wanting to add more content, but this is just not how you do it.
Speaking or thinking objectively, I would say the NES games went up in quality until like 4, where it kind of evened out, and then it dipped with 5. But speaking personally, I think it went up until it dipped slightly with 3. Personal opinion, I am the shitty casual game player. It went back up for 4, and went down slightly, and didn't even like crater, it just kind of like coasted for 5. It's like a squiggly line, as it were. It don't go down and don't go up really, it's just all over the place.
Yeah, that's Capcom's favorite word, coast.
I haven't really mentioned Rush Coil much. It doesn't act as like a springboard in this one. It's like a platform that goes up, and that always throws me off, because I'm expecting to be like trampolined up into the air, but Rush kind of jumps with me, and just instinctively I'm already ready to jump off. So, you know, I think that's more a problem with me, but it's a change that I don't really get. It was like they were trying to like nerf it a little bit, and succeeded in making it more awkward instead.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Rush Coil, not Rush Platform, you know? I sort of get what you mean by here, or it throws you off.
You also get that super arrow weapon, which I guess it's sort of like a step you can, well, step on. You know, you can stick it to walls. It has one use, and that's one of the Wily forms.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad enough that most people seem to think Hawkeye is useless, so this one game just kind of cements the rumor.
Yeah, well, what do you know? It was Mega Man 5 that kind of made people think Hawkeye was a terrible superhero.
By the way, I don't know, this is sort of related. Have you ever read that anti-bullying comic from Marvel Comics where everybody's picking on Hawkeye for being shit? It's just so cringeworthy, and what I love is that during this time, like, Iron Man is giving him shit, and by this time, Iron Man is supposed to be like a super jerk. Like, you know what happened with Superior Spider-Man? This was Superior Iron Man. So watching him sort of apologize about bullying sort of defeats the character arc he was going through at the time, so... You
realize there was a Superior Iron Man, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just pointing that out, yeah.
Yeah, he's banging Mary Jane right now, don't you know? What's funny is, I'm paraphrasing from Ryan of Brain Scratch of all people. I never thought I'd hear him say such words. This boss is literally just one of those things that chases you with a barrier. That's basically it. He's really awkward to fight, just flies about, gets in your face, and you hit him with the propeller move, and that's it.
I thought you were supposed to, like, walk in there and, like, shoot him up front, but it's just like a flotation device boss? Is that what this is?
Wily was clearly strapped for cash.
He's strapped for ideas at this point, and let's face it, Capcom was too.
Is Wily the personification of Capcom, do you think?
I would not be fucking surprised at all.
The lack of symmetry with the claw feet is really throwing me off.
And Wily is also stealing cable, you noticed.
I get every channel in the universe here.
Oh god, what's this channel? I don't know, but it's hot.
Like, here we go.
Thank you.
I just kind of like jumped through him there. That was kind of odd.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, was that you or was that a legitimate glitch?
Why even put the fucking thing here? If... I'm getting kind of angry now and a little bit salty, because the level design is like, should we make this challenging? Put a bunch of spikes everywhere.
I don't trust Wave Man to finish off Mega Man. Better put a cannon up front.
So yeah, second verse, same as every other fucking Mega Man game. Gotta fight the Robot Masters again. I've already made my distaste for just basically having a boss rush to pad out the length of the game pretty evident in all these playthroughs, so you got anything to say?
What's your favorite Robot Master in this game? Is it Wave Man or is it something else?
Oh, in this game? Oof. Well, I've been playing a lot of Shovel Knight recently, and I really like Propeller Man, so Gyro Man's sitting pretty with me.
Wait, did you call Propeller Knight Propeller Man?
Sorry. It's a fucking Mega Man game, come on.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same, except, you know, all the other stuff that makes it not, but you know what I mean. Like, you don't even get, like, special shovels to use as weaknesses against the other knights.
Yeah, it's actually a really balanced game, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Obvious plug.
Thank you. Nicely done. Good.
Obvious Doug.
I'd have to say my favorite Robot Master in this game, Waveman's pretty high up there, because I like the whole aesthetic. You know, I like blue on black. That's a good color scheme. Other than that, I'd have to say my second favorite is probably, now I'm trying to remember all the fucking guys. I always liked how much of a fat-ass Gravity Man looks.
Really? You like Gravity Man? He's one of my least favorite.
Yeah, I can see why nobody likes him, that's fine, but I kind of like the whole chunky bulk. He kind of reminds me of, like, you know, like the Rhino. You know, like Spider-Man, he'd seem to be like that dumb motherfucker who thinks he can do everything, but he can't because he's so stupid. I kind of get that vibe.
I would like Starman a lot more if the star on his chest, and this was really getting into nitpick territory here, was a little bit smaller. It looks like a child cosplaying as a Robot Master.
Or a normal person cosplaying Starman, that's how bad it is. As you know, this background has everything to do with the cosmos. Lines in the background, there's like wallpaper he picked out, I don't know.
The cool thing though, the gravity effect was still, well, in effect there.
This is going in your nose.
Just put in mind of that one Spider-Man villain, the Wall.
Then the Wall ain't even mad. It's so weird knowing that Spider-Man used to be on PBS on the Electric Company, and you know when they made the new Electric Company, they did not bring Spider-Man in that at all, and I'm very annoyed.
Well, did they lose the rights or something?
Okay, well, Disney owns Marvel now. This was before Disney bought out Marvel, I believe, so I guess they just didn't want to pay the money because the dude was in movies now, so fuck your little public access TV shit.
A little bit of NTOM nerd rage anger here. The theme music resets whenever you get into a Robot Master battle, which is really jarring and I don't like it. That's right. Tears coming up from the ground, they're mine.
Yeah, I'm fixing to say, those are his tears, isn't it?
What a weenie.
I'd get pissed too if I was in Mega Man 5. Do you have any Doritos?
I thought you liked Gravity Man.
I liked how fat he looks, I'm just making fun of him.
Oh, okay, you only like him because you can pick on him. Boy, that sounds familiar.
Well, that's why I like myself so much, don't you know?
Ah! Obvious! Oh!
Dr. Lights, turn that shit off!
Yeah, that was the M tank that we got in an earlier stage. It refills basically all of your weapons, so I would save it until you get to this point.
Has Aerono played this game yet?
Not to my knowledge. Which ones has he played? I know he played 2.
He's played 2, and I think he's played 3, because we watched 3 together, didn't we? He probably played the first one as well.
Yeah, you guys aren't to know this, but one of THD and I's things to do in our off time is just watch Game Center CX. Fucking great show, by the way. If you want a mainstream Let's Play, that's what you want to look at.
Yeah, if somebody asks me to recommend a Let's Player, I'm gonna go Aerono, because that's probably the best Let's Play that's on TV right now. Just
remember to include the O at the end, or you'll get very different results.
I said oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is a problem.
I like how Gyroman comes down, I activate Gravity Hold, and he goes up really disappointed, but there when he hit me with the propeller, he's like, yes! Got him, finally!
Fucking A, this is great. Nobody's gonna make fun of me anymore, except I died, so now they will.
Nice touch of the capsules, or the teleports rather, cracking into oblivion.
I completely fucking forgot about Napalm Man, by the way. He's probably my favorite Robot Master in this game.
Really?
Why not? He's got a decent design, he has cool weapons.
The American liking something to do with munitions and war and shit. What a surprise.
What was so annoying about Napalm Man and Mega Man Battle Network, I don't know if this was true in the games, I'm trying to remember what he was called in the games. I think they shortened the name of it to fit with the 8-character naming scheme they were going for in that game. But in the dub, he was called, get ready for this, Moltonic Man.
What?
I have no idea what the fuck a Moltonic is, but I don't want that anywhere near my Mega Man characters, okay?
Okay, Wily, whatever the fuck won, I guess. Just use the Mega Buster.
Just fucking shoot him in the fucking goddamn.
I I guess the criticism we have for Mega Man 5 that it just goes through the motions could be applied to us at this point, because we've done like 5 of the same game right now, and it ain't like Sonic where you get different tropes and shit. It's always going to be a factory, it's always going to be like off in space somewhere.
At least 6 will have some interesting things to talk about, at least in the beginning, so I'm looking forward to that.
I should point out, when I say I didn't know much about 6, I know the Robot Masters, what goes on in the levels, not so much.
Okay, alright. So he's hitting me with a Roomba? Is this his final weapon?
I just love the spikes in the middle. Like, oh, crush damage wasn't enough for you. You had to put instant death spikes there as well.
Yeah, without the spikes you could just easily sit in the floor and he can't do anything to you.
That actually might make it for a more interesting kind of battle.
Yeah, that's true. Like, that's the only way to avoid damage, maybe. Oh, you don't need a joystick for a fucking flattening device. Like, he's working those fucking sticks so hardcore, but... Should we really feel victorious about that? Because we know what's gonna happen.
Just play the victory music in reverse.
Alright, is he gonna be in the sky? Where's he gonna be now?
He's gonna be in the skull, of course.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, I've really nitpicked a lot, but I have to really take issue with this. I want you to just, like, count how long it takes us to get to Wily, and then you decide whether or not it would have been better to just warp us directly to the guy.
This is the final room, isn't it?
Yep.
That's pretty lame.
That fucking tunnel with, like, the lava goo in Mega Man 2 was more challenging.
I always thought that was blood. That looked way cooler, though. What the fuck is that? Wily, come here, sit down, listen.
Intervention time!
It's time for an intervention, you're right. We at the commentary team have gotten together and we think, your final boss machines are, what's a good word for it? Fucking stupid?
Like, it's a ball-spitting machine with a giant skull on its face. Oh, it's got missiles as well, I guess.
And you killed him with the fucking Hawkeye arrows. For some reason, this one has a health bar too. I never got that.
Wily capsule hype?
I guess. I'm gonna kill you with my stand. Fuck this.
Yeah, it's fucking Pet Shop.
Oh god, no. Pet Shop is like super OP in the fighting game. You can't like pick him in tournaments because he can pretty much combo the fuck out of you super easily.
What I like about Beat is he will go over to where Wily will be, so you can just like easily keep track of like where you need to go, so you won't like get touch damage.
Oh wow, that's actually a really good feature, yeah.
I've heard tell that the capsule doesn't get like super bullshit hard until 7, is that true?
I know he was super bullshit hard in Mega Man and Base. But that game fucking hates people, as I've said before, so...
Yeah, in order to, like, trade up for this commentary where I just nitpick and just be a little bit of an arsehole to everyone who likes the game. By the way, if you like Mega Man 5, I don't care. Like whatever games you like, by the way. It's always a criticism against the game, not the people. But, in order to trade for this playthrough, I watched Johnny's review of 5, and, I kind of got the Johnny buzz, so I decided to watch, like, his review of Mega Man and Base, and, yeah, fuck that game. I ain't playing it. You can play it. You can record it for us if you want.
I'm not fucking doing that, because I did that shit when I was a teenager. Fuck you. I did it on the GBA, which is even worse, so
Ooh.
Fuck right off.
Screen crunch.
God, it sucked. Don't play that fucking game. You are, though. I'll make you fucking do it.
No, you will have to pay me to do it.
Whoa, I didn't expect this. He's so surprised. I lost? What?
Sure is Sonic in here. This is like the ending of Sonic 1.
What is with the creepy music all of a sudden?
This alien's talented music implies running. Okay, I know you're jealous of Dr. Light, but did you have to keep him in like a chimpanzee cage?
I don't know, Dr. Wily's got some weird shit going on. Oh my god, he's the strongest boy ever.
Sorry, in previous stages there were crushing devices that killed you if you so much touched the side of them, so what the fuck?
I don't know anymore.
Gameplay and story, like Dissonance or whatever.
I know that's Proto Man in the corner back there, but the way it was drawn, I thought it was just his head on like a little cliff, and then he slides off. I love that.
And that's it. Status quo is restored. Game's over. Mega Man 5, probably my least favourite of the NES games we've covered so far, but we're out of time here, so Hell Dragon, what's your opinion on the game?
Meh. I'm really not seeing a lot to remember about this, and I assume, playing it kind of really wore on you after a while, so I really do hope that Mega Man 6, that one that I've actually played and actually did genuinely like, I hope will refresh sort of your taste for the Mega Man series.
So here's the bottom line. Mega Man 5, not a bad game. It's completely run-of-the-mill, completely average, goes through the motions, my least favourite of the NES games. But we'll see you guys next time, in December, I believe, where we finish my self-imposed challenge of beating all the NES Mega Man titles for Mega Man 6. See you then.
See you then.